just now, 3 years, yeah, just now starting to back up. And I don't believe, unless they're ahead of schedule, and I haven't read anything on it, but unless they're ahead of schedule, they weren't supposed to be fully powered up until 2025 was the peak. And they're starting to fire it back up now, and they're running tests and doing things, and they're so they had it shut down for 3 years because they were multiplying the power. In other words, they were doing it, and they were going to do some revamping, and then make it bigger, not bigger in size, but bigger in amount of energy and stronger. I guess that's not really a good word either, but a lot more ability, power, output, so that when they collide, they slam these things and collide, they'll get more energy at each burst. Now, they're trying to, according to what they said, they just said it again the other day, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get back to singularity. Now, singularity is in their mind, is the point of where everything started. The point of singularity, where the point of where God said, let there be, and there was, right? That's what we know. And that's where they're trying to get back to. Now, supposedly with that thing, they found the God particle, you know, the Higgs boson, you know, and all that. It's supposed to be the God particles, what they call it, and this and that, and all this. But now, with this last little thing where they fired it up, they found some, they call them quarks, I think, what they call them, quarks, or not, and they found some new elements or new atoms or something there. I can't remember exactly what. But they're trying to get through that dimension. And one of the scientists said, and I've got the papers at the house, and I can show you what he said. He said, we're hoping to open a doorway so that something from here can pass through, or something there maybe can pass back through to us. Dimensional. Because see, you got to remember a lot of times what scientists believe, and I don't know exactly how it is, but time travel, they say, is like a fabric, right? So if you wanted to get from point A to point B, and it took you 300 light years, but what if you could fold that fabric like this?
Like a curtain.
And you go from here to here, and now you don't have anything in the way. You open a dimensional portal. See, y'all have watched Star Trek your whole life. Why are you looking at me all surprised? You've watched Stargate. What do you think Stargate was? Stargate was just a prelude to the Cern's collider and all of that. Is what they're going. If they do it, if God allows them to open that thing, that's the way it's going to be. It's going to open up. Instead of time being like this, it's going to fold it. Remember what God's going to do?
Yep.
What's he going to do with the universe? What's he going to do with
like
everything? He's going to what? He's going to fold it up like a garment.
Yeah.
What is man trying to be? Man thinks he's the ultimate God. See, it's so basic, it's so simple, it's almost mind-boggling how simple it is. When you see it, you go, oh, good night. So, anywho, keep your eye on that, because that's coming up in this year, next year, in the 25th. I don't know, after 2025, I don't know if they shut it down again. What, does anybody know the schedule on that thing? Do you brother keep it? I know after 2025, I don't know if they shut it down again and repower it back up, and they keep trying to get stronger and stronger and stronger, you know, more energy and all new technology and everything until they finally do it. But I personally think, and we'll get to this, I personally think that this might be, and I don't know if God's going to let them do anything until then, but it might be where God opens that bottomless pit. Might. Why? Because anybody that's ever worked on machines, and I know Adam and I know Brother Gene has, when you get set up a new machine, you call the manufacturer, they give you a key code. You get a key code, because with machining now, you can't, once it's been moved, you got to put in a code. Because you can't, it's got a movement sensor device, and it will, unless you put that code in, it won't run. And it's designed so that you can't second sell that place to, say, like Iran, so they can make nuclear weapons. So machine manufacturers have agreed to do this. So every time we move one around the floor, you got to put a new code in. And it's a key code, a key code. And God gave the angel a key to the bottomless pit. Maybe it's a key.
Did you see that while they were shut down, they put a big statue of Shiva?
Oh yeah, that statue was there when I did that presentation. The statue of Shiva, the god of war.
The goddess of destroying the world.
Yeah, destroyer. Yeah, the destroyer. And there's every one of those, and we got to go on, but every one of those stations, because there's stations all around that Cern, every one of them has a name. And there are a lot of them are related to Greek gods, like the Greek god of death, the Greek, and I've got all that information. It tells you about all of them. And there ain't none of them good. So you ever get a chance, look that thing up. It's got it on its own webpage. You ain't gotta take my word. Just go to their website. They'll give you the whole thing. The statue will be there. Everything's there, right there on the website, man. They're not trying to hide nothing. It's right there, blatantly in the open. All right, over here in 1 Kings, we'll pray and get started this morning, but.